What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, guys. Welcome to the game update for March 2021. Can't believe we're already 2 months down. That's insane. 2021. Time goes by so damn fast these days. Either way, we've got ourselves a rather uneventful month this month. In fact, so much so that I actually had to pick up some games that normally I probably would have been like, not for me. So there are things coming out that I'm sure some people are going to question me on, like, why are you not playing it, etc., etc. It's really going to be coming down to an interest thing, or if if it's like a sequel, then it's a game that's coming out that I haven't played the other games for, that I might want to look into at some point. So just to give you an idea. But let's just kick things right off the bat on March 2nd. Tomorrow we actually have a couple of releases. Two of them, one of them I know for sure is coming out. The other one, it's kind of up in the air. It says that it's coming out, but there's just so many, unopened. I can't really explain it. Either way, we'll start with the first one. This one is just going to be a fun, casual stream whenever we want to kind of thing. Monster Jam Steel Titans 2. I've never covered any of the Monster Jam games before. For those that don't know what Monster Jam is, it is monster truck racing. I believe this is sort of arcadey, if you will. And it's more so just for like fun and game. And honestly, those kind of games are the perfect ones to stream. And I absolutely love playing these type of games. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to be doing that. Whether or not we finish, like we just do it like occasionally, I like to complete challenges. If they have a campaign or a career of some sort, I don't really know. Or if it's challenge. That'll make it like probably get a little bit less time, but I still want to try it out. People were asking me if I'm going to try it because now that I have more time on my hands, I might as well. The whole point of streaming now on here, especially on YouTube, is that I have more time to do more different games that I normally wouldn't do. And I feel like past years when I was streaming on like Facebook and all that, I was missing out on a lot of games just because I had to balance those same games I was streaming on Facebook, like multiplayer or whatever. And then I was doing single player here on YouTube. It was hard to balance the two, but now I can just play through every game, just sometimes knocking them out in one day. And so I'm able to branch out and do more things. So that's one of those things I want to cover. So Monster Jam Steel Titans 2, might see it earlier, might see it today. I don't know. Depends if I get an early code or not. I'll let you guys know. Anyway, the second game also coming out on the 2nd of March. This one I'm not sure. It says it's the 2nd, but it's not guaranteed. It's like it says assumed release date or something. Whenever you look up the release date, it's like planned release. It says the 2nd, but again, it could get pushed back because normally by this point you're able to purchase the game, like preload it, but it's not giving you that option on Steam. It's available on PC and the PlayStation consoles, PS5, PS4. We have a game called Maquette, and if you don't know what this is, it's essentially like what drew me to it is the nature of the game. It is strictly a puzzle game where you basically have to use. I can't even really explain it. It's just one of those ones that you have to kind of look up, and even when you look it up, you understand the concept of the game, but the story you don't know. There's no way of knowing. But it looks like you're in a small scale environment, in a big scale environment where items that normally would be small are big, and you use said items to create a path to get across and make your way through the game. I can't really explain it. Like, for example, you can build a bridge, or you can, like in big mode, or in, and then you switch to small mode and cross the bridge. You can use a key as a bridge, and then it looks small to you. So it's almost like a puppet master playing with his toys. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. And you're just working your way through the maze. So it seemed kind of neat, and I might give it a try. It might not be the best game or something we totally enjoy, but it might be something worth checking out. You guys should let me know what you think on Maquette. I don't really know at this point. I originally was going to be like, I don't know. Since it came out the same day as Monster Jam, that means I got to balance it. So I don't know what that means. But if you guys want to see that one and you're interested, go check it out. Otherwise, let me know your thoughts. Comment down below, and I will totally cover it. All right, also coming out on, well, not also, but next game coming out is March 16th. It's a game called Mundawn. Now, essentially Mundawn, I don't really know too much about it other than the fact that its art style is very unique. It's like a penciled in kind of design. So it looks like the art style is strictly drawn with a pencil and shaded with a pencil. So you got kind of that grayish brown tinge, and the whole game is like that. And it basically looks like an old, like, survival horror game from like the early 2000s. It's got a very similar look and feel, just judging from how it is. But I think that's intentional. I don't know, like at this point, I'm very up in the air about it. Like seeing a couple trailers and things like that, it makes me wonder if it's something I'm really going to enjoy. It almost has like a kind of like a Silent Hill kind of a vibe to it, but not quite, So I don't know. I feel like there's a ton of elements that I don't know about, and I don't know. It just seemed like something. I like survival horror. I like horror games, like especially indie ones. They can be a lot of fun. They can also be really bad. So it's kind of like, you know, are we taking a risk? But hey, we got not a whole lot going on this month, so I figured, you know what, I maybe take a peek into that. You guys will have to let me know what you think on that game in the comments, if that's something you also want to see, or if I should just focus on things like Call of Duty, which I plan on doing, by the way, since that was the last game of the month. I know there's things like Yakuza, a couple of things coming out. That's what I was talking about. I haven't played any of the Yakuza games, so if I plan on doing that, I got to start from scratch and play it in order. I don't think you need to, but I think it's one of those things that I want to do because it's such a long game. All those games are super long that I basically have to sit down and just commit to it and slowly but surely chisel my way down the Yakuza franchise. So again, it's one of those things. I remember I was gonna start doing Yakuza like a while ago, but I couldn't find the first game at all, like anywhere. Like they hadn't remastered it yet or something like that. I can't remember the situation. They had like 2 and 3, but 1 was like out the door. So I feel like I want to start from the ground floor, and it is like a very Japanese influence, heavily Japanese, not even influence, Japanese made. It's a Japanese style game, and I eventually do want to cover the Yakuza games. I hear nothing but great things. Hell, they're already on number 6, 7 if you count Yakuza 0, which released I think last year, maybe 19, I don't really remember. But Like a Dragon, what also came out recently, man, it's so many games. All you're hearing about is Yakuza. That's it. It's crazy. So I know people are going to be asking me about that. As of now, I'm not going to cover it, but it's something, like I said, I got to catch up on. And as for the rest of the month, like I said, we're just going to be doing things here and there, some multiplayer games, you know, like I said, Call of Duty Black Ops, maybe Destruction All-Stars, go back to that occasionally. I've been playing it too much because it does get a little old after a while, but it is still fun. I had an urge to play it in the last couple days, so I might go back to it. I don't really know, but I'm just going to keep working on my stuff, getting through it, and you know, anything else, any other recommendations you guys have, please throw it my way. I'm more than happy to entertain it if we got some spare time. Obviously this coming week we've got a couple of new games, so we're going to be a little bit preoccupied with that, but afterwards there's not going to be a whole lot. So yeah, that's basically it for this month of March. It's going to be like this for the next couple of months unless they do a last minute announcement or something like that, but a lot of things got delayed with COVID and everything going on. It's just really screwing everything up. So speaking of which, those who are wondering, Dan, did you get your partnership permission, or perks and things back, monetization, all that stuff? No, unfortunately not. I misunderstood originally how it worked, but normally it takes 30 days before COVID. So now that COVID is in, they said it takes a minimum of 30 days. Most people getting it within the 30 to 60 day window, so 1 to 2 months. Apparently they say that because a lot of people have had 30 months, 30 days. Some have had 60 days, so like, a couple weeks in, 50 days, whatever, 55 days. It really just does depend on the situation. And also it depends, like say you get someone viewed your account or you viewed your channel, and it may not be up to their monetization standards. So even though I've been partnered for basically the last 10 years, I have had a few issues getting monetized on my own. So like back in 2011, but I thought it would be free and clear, being that it's 2021 now and things are so much different with gaming. Maybe they're not so different. Maybe you do still need a partnership just to get your foot in that door, like a partnership with an MCN. That's why I wanted to leave the MCN, because I heard you don't need them anymore. They just take 10% for doing nothing. So I'm kind of stuck in this situation where, did I take a gamble? Like, am I going to be able to get the partnership in just a couple of weeks, maybe another month at most, hopefully. It's not that long, but or am I gonna get, like, they're gonna be like, no, you're not eligible for partnership because you have violent video games, there's swearing on your channel, sometimes there's some sexual related scenes in terms of certain games. I mean, that does happen, right? So I don't know, it might be one of those things like I wasted this time for absolutely nothing. All my members on the channel lost their memberships for nothing, because I could have just re-signed with Fullscreen for another year and still had a partnership instead of losing the time that I've had, and maybe not even make any difference. So if they say no, then I have to. If they end up rejecting me, I have to. But then again, it could just take a while, and then I do get accepted. It's just like I'm stuck in like this really, really stressful hell limbo of partnership approval. It's like, ooh, you never know. Should you have waited, or are you going to get approved? I don't see why I wouldn't get approved. That's the thing. It just doesn't make sense that all these other gaming channels have no MCNs they're signed to, and they've been out of their partnerships for years now. And I think I just did this at the wrong time. I think if COVID was not a thing, or if this was after COVID, I should have either waited or done it earlier. I actually tried to do it a year prior to this, but as I mentioned before, I got locked into a partnership against my will with Fullscreen for another year. Don't hate Fullscreen at all, but I just don't like MCNs that much. I don't really think they make sense. But if they do serve a purpose where it's like, yeah, we can still get you monetized, even when YouTube says you can't, because we got that extra foot in the door, we got that pull with YouTube, then it makes sense to sign with them. I just hope it doesn't come to that, because quite frankly, it would make all of this for nothing. You know, like I said, people had their partnerships and people had people had their memberships rather go on hold. So it doesn't mean your memberships are canceled, it just paused it. So no one was able to renew. So it looks like I don't have any members, but people just need to be turned back on. So like once I get, you know, everything back, membership, people will just say, do you want to resume your membership? And you click yes. So it'll like email you when it's reactivated on my channel, and everyone in theory can get it unless they decide not to do it. So I'll be really choked if we have to essentially start from scratch, because that would really suck. But this was something I was dreading. I knew I'd kind of been, I remember last year when I said, hey, I want out for the year, or I want out for the next series. I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know if it would work. I didn't know if this would happen, something like this. That's why I was dreading it, and sure as shit, it did. So, no, people have been asking me a lot about that. I have no answer for you in terms of when it's gonna fix or when it's gonna update. I don't have that answer. I'm just gonna keep my ear to the ground, keep trucking, you know, not just including this. There's a lot of other stuff going on in my life that's very, very stressful. Just so many things here and there. Obviously, I'd say the biggest thing is this whole thing with YouTube. It's like, you know, it's my livelihood. It's something that's super important to me, and I don't want to have this stuck in limbo where I don't know if, like, hey, am I taking a gamble? Should I just re-sign with them now and screw the waiting game? You know, is that something like I should do, or then I just cut my losses while I can, you know, losing just over a month or whatever? Like, does that make sense? Or does it make sense to just tough it out? And what if I tough it out for 3 months, lose all that stuff, and still get rejected and I have to re-sign anyway? You see the conundrum? It's like, I don't know. That's why I'm super anxious right now, just waiting on something, an approval or not. The sooner the better. Something gets approved or not, the more comfortable I'll be. I hear 6 weeks is really the time though. So I'm gonna be checking around the 6 week point, and hopefully I get something, because that would suck if I didn't. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this game update. Sorry I kind of went off on the end there, but people have been asking me about that and I wanted to mention it. Since there wasn't a whole lot of games this month, easy enough to throw it in there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the comments. Any games you want me to add, anything you don't want to see or that I'm already covering, comment down below. Like I said, like the video. Don't forget to like and follow my social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Discord. Links for all that stuff are down in the description, so go join that now. Follow it, you know, whatever the case would be. If you want to get a shirt or a hoodie, there's a link in the description. If you want to, while we're waiting, actually, especially now that I'm mentioning, speaking on the shirts and hoodies, there's a special promo going on. If you use the promo code SPRING10, you will save 10% off your order. And yeah, so use that right now on Teespring. If you want to get a DXRacer like this guy here, link in the description. Make sure you use the promo code DANQ8000 at checkout. Also, be sure to check out Bones Coffee. I drink it every day for streaming and all that. It's absolutely delicious, gets me motivated. And like I said, they're really known for their flavored coffees, where it's not cheap flavoring, it's really good. Like, you've got to try the unique flavors they have. Some of them are more simple for people who don't like anything too fancy. So, and there is the dark roasts, and there's, like, you know, higher like there's strong coffee. There's all sorts of regular stuff too. So if you're not into the flavor stuff, there's something for you there as well. So go check that out. I highly recommend it. I've been drinking their coffee for like a year, and I've been wanting to get a partnership with them. So I got that, and I'm just psyched to be able to promote something I really, really like. So go check that out. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for all your support during this time. Thank you for watching and showing up to all the streams. It means a lot to me. I apologize. My moods have not been ideal. Like I said, I've been going through a lot, and I just can't wait for some good stuff to turn around. I thought 2021 was going to be a pretty clean and easy year, but there's just so many things that this transition is taking forever. There's so many things I'm trying to do, and they're all just running into speed bumps. And at the end of the day, it's COVID to blame, 100%. All this stuff wouldn't take as long if it wasn't for COVID. It's that simple. So just gotta keep at it, keep grinding. We'll get out of it eventually. So thanks again, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for more content. All right, hand it over to Noxtail now. Take care. Peace.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble, wild and wild on these violent and hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style is style. Damn, goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving fire back. If they ain't vibing, lie with that. Got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, up and I see them haters try to run with us, they gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is not still, you damn fools. Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that dang cue. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.